Hi, everybody. It's Donna, and I guess you probably thought I fell off a turnip truck or something. I haven't been on for a while. I haven't given up on the program, Weight Watchers. I'm still working at it. Today was my weigh-in. It's just been so unusually busy this time of year. As I mentioned, I'm on the board of directors here at our community, and there's all kinds of meetings that occur this time of year. I'm also in charge of all of the activities that occur here, and there are some 27 different activities. So it keeps me busy. I'd like to say it keeps me out of trouble, but it doesn't do that. Um, I did get to weigh in today. Lately, I have not missed a week yet, but I have been weighing in sometimes on alternate days in order to fit into my schedule. And right now I stand at 29.4 pounds. So it's going along well. I'm very pleased with the progress. And I will be in another decade, I think, next time when I go. And as you know, when I go down from a 10-pound loss, I consider it another decade. So it's one more closer to where I'd like to be. Everything's been going pretty good. I have some days that are better than others. I really like the egg white omelets. I think I discussed those last time we got together. I usually put vegetables, spinach, and any other vegetable I have that's chopped up. If I had broccoli for dinner the night before, I chop it up, put it in it. And it's very filling. I find it's one of the breakfasts if I eat that I don't even want a morning snack, even if I eat it at 8:30 or so, because it's high in protein with the vegetables and the egg whites, and it does hold you over until lunchtime. Lunch is still my least favorite meal to get around because um, I don't know, it gets boring to me. Dinner, I can always figure out something because I like to cook and I cook a dinner. So um, I have to tell you what I did today. And if you went to Weight Watchers this week, it was talking about attitudes and what to do when things aren't going just according to the way you planned them. Yesterday, we did some errands, and my husband stopped on the way home and got a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I was driving, and of course, the car just reeked of Kentucky Fried Chicken. So when I got home at lunchtime, I smashed up my egg that I was making egg salad with, and I probably smashed it more than an egg needed to be smashed. But anyway, but today when I came home from Weight Watchers, and this way in, I had lost a pound this week. Um, Today I came home and for lunch I had a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I'd like to say I took all the skin off. I did, but I ate it. So it didn't really make any difference whether it was attached to the chicken or not. But I enjoyed it. And I looked it up, and one fried chicken breast with the bone and skin is 11 points. So I tracked 11 points. And that's what you have to do when you do things like that. It's still not the best choice because of the extra fat in it, saturated fat, but it's not something I regret doing. I enjoyed it and I don't need to have it again. And that was fine. So I think as long as you are accountable for what your choices are, you won't have a problem making the right choices. So that's the way it's going so far. I was trying to put a screenshot next to this one because, when you see somebody on a regular basis, it's hard to really notice the difference. But if you looked at my very first video when it's the process begins and then look at this one, I think you'll see a difference. I can't see a difference too often, and except I do know that some shirts that were tighter are not so tight anymore. But 30 pounds is a good chunk of weight to lose. And so it does make a difference. And I've had several people say they notice it, which is nice. And that's not what you want to focus on, but it is nice to have that reinforcement occasionally. Um, I find that I'm still not terrific. I don't really crave sweets most of the time. The one time I like something sweet is after dinner. And usually I'll just have one um, miniature Hershey's. They're 2 points if you have one. And that is if I can really make it last. And you'll be surprised how long I can make one little miniature candy last. Um, when you're only having one, you make it last. And so I have been able to just have the one, and it satisfies that itch for something sweet. Um, we've had some cold weather here lately, and I live in Southwest Florida. So there were a couple of days that I didn't go swimming. And then I had a Halter monitor on, which is nothing unusual. Because of some medications I take, I have to wear one occasionally. And of course, I can't go swimming with that on because they're not waterproof. So anyway, so I didn't get as much exercise in this past week as I normally would. And my problem is when I don't do the swimming, I don't really have an alternative. And I need to find an alternative that I can do when I can't swim. As today's program was saying, if you normally walk every day and you wake up and it's pouring rain and you can't walk, what are you going to do? Find some other way to move a little more. So I do have to work on that, and I will this coming week. I think I will try some walking. My knees are fairly good now, and even better, having 30 pounds less weight on them. They are artificial knees, both of them. But I think I can do probably a couple of blocks anyway, and walk, and at least get maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes worth of exercise in on the days I can't use the pool. And even when I can, if I don't just sit and vegetate, I tend to do a lot of that because, as you know, I like crafting. Although, if you watch my crafting videos, you'll notice I haven't done many of those lately either. I've got to get back to it. But I also do a newsletter, a monthly newsletter, and with my other things that I'm doing, I tend to be at a desk a lot during the day. So I have to kind of set an alarm maybe on my phone that every hour I get up and do a little something to walk around and see if we can improve on the exercise. As far as food choices, I see that the Smart Ones have, I got an email that they are decreasing in price, which is nice because they are expensive. And I do like to pick those up, the Weight Watchers dinners, Smart Ones, primarily to use for lunch when I can't think of anything else to use, because at least they're already done and the points are calculated and so on and so forth. So I think I will probably pick up some more of those tomorrow when I do my grocery shopping for the week. Let's see. I think that's about all I have to say today. It's nice to check in again. Hopefully it won't be quite so long the next time before I check in. And we'll continue this process, and I'm only 6/10 of a pound from my 30. And so I expect that I'll be there this next week and maybe even a little more. So have a great week. I'm planning on it. And we'll see you again after I weigh in next Thursday. See you later. Thanks, and bye-bye.